All right, what is going on, guys? Hope you are having a good day, whatever time you are deciding to watch this. Now, those of you that know me in real life are probably wondering why I'm wearing glasses. It's to block a little bit of blue light and also for the plus 15 IQ that we all know I really need. But what am I talking about today? Well, I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the underlying principles that exist within training. I know whenever I'm talking to people in real life, it's a bit confusing in regards to what actually is training and what drives progress. A lot of people don't really know, and that's not to slight anyone. It's just that you kind of have to know where to dig and what to look for to actually understand what is good information in the fitness community. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people that put misinformation out there that is catered towards you buying their programs or just doing something that makes them a profit, makes them a buck. So I want to talk about one of the underlying principles that's going to be in any successful program. And before I get into that, I want to say one more thing. I got this phrase from Faz Lifts. Shout out to that guy. He says, "Your only loyalty should be your own progress." You should always remember that. I love the sound of that, and it's something I'm keeping close to heart. And I want you to think about that throughout this video. There are many methods with training, but there are very few principles. The principles will be consistent, but the methods can be different. And that's another thing that adds to fitness confusion in general is that there's many different paths to take to get results, really. Training programs can look wildly different because there can be so many individual nuances and differences because there's a lot of flexibility with some of these principles. And the principle I want to talk about today is something you've probably all heard of before, I would hope: progressive overload. Now, progressive overload, how best to say this? Let me start like this. I think with training, something that is absolutely critical is to have a goal. You need to know where you're going. If you don't know where it is you're trying to go, I don't really understand how you're going to get there. Same is true for anything in life, especially so with training. So when it comes to our training, in order to even know what we should be doing, we need to first ask ourselves, what is our goal with training? This goal is going to inform us of where we would like to be, duh. But more importantly, we can look backwards from that goal to see how we get there from where we are now. Now, you can think of this goal here as a point B in the future. Right now, you are at point A in the present. And let's say we're looking at a 6-month goal within our training with the desire to have you at a point B with more muscle. And let's just say, for the sake of the example, that's our only goal. Now, what is more muscle indicative of? It's I just lost my train of thought. A fucking puppy barking downstairs. Now let's think a little bit about muscle gain for a little bit. Yeah, we all want it so that we can look jacked and cool. But what is the average person's impression when they see a jacked person? It's typically oh, I bet they're pretty strong. And that right there is a performance-based metric that is correlated with our desired outcome. More muscle may not always mean higher peak strength per se on specific skill-based lifts like the squat, bench, and deadlift, but it is indicative of an increase in performance with some muscular endeavor. A guy with bigger calves can probably calf raise more. A guy with bigger biceps can probably bicep curl more. A guy with bigger shoulders probably overhead press more. A more muscular version of you is going to be a stronger you. With progressive overload, we can chase the little PRs that will eventually add up to a version of ourselves that is stronger and more jacked. There are many methods of progressive overload, but the principle is always the same. Either move more weight, do more work with the same weight, find a way to make moving the weight harder, or move the same weight at a lower effort. There's probably some other ones I forgot, but that's just what I thought off the top of my head. The idea, though, across all the different methods of progressive overload, is that you're incrementally tackling a tougher task over and over again as you march towards a bigger and stronger you. That's the idea behind progressive overload, guys. Any good program is going to have that implemented. If you come across a program online that some guy is shilling for, and hopefully you didn't pay for it. But once you get your eyes on it and you see that there's nothing mentioned about progressing the exercises in the program, you just got trash. That straight up. I mean, there's not much else to other than that. But that's all I want to share with you guys today. That was just one take, and honestly, I'm not going to take the trouble to effort that. I'm not gonna make the effort to edit this. I'm kind of new to this video thing, so thanks for bearing with me, guys, and I'd like to share more stuff in the future. Have a good one.